Once upon a time, there was a man named Zack. Zack was a brilliant inventor and had always been fascinated by the idea of creating something new. One day, he had a breakthrough idea for a new religion that would be based on a cryptocurrency. He knew that many people were skeptical of traditional religions, but he believed that something new and modern could appeal to a wider audience. He began to research the world of cryptocurrency and discovered that many of the current currencies were based on complex algorithms and mathematical formulas. But Zack wanted his religion to be based on something more tangible, something that people could see and touch. He decided to base his currency on gold, an element that had been revered for centuries for its beauty and value. But Zack didn't want his currency to be based solely on the amount of gold available. He wanted it to be based on something even more grand and cosmic, the number of suns that orbited the galaxies. He believed that the vastness of the universe was a reflection of the infinite potential of human beings and that his religion would help people tap into that potential. Zack spent months working on the details of his religion and cryptocurrency. He wrote a sacred text, created a system of rituals and ceremonies, and built a website where people could buy and trade the currency. As the word of his new religion spread, more and more people began to take notice. Some were skeptical, but many were intrigued by the idea of basing a currency on something as vast and mysterious as the universe. Zack's religion quickly grew in popularity, and soon, people all over the world were using his cryptocurrency and following his teachings. Zack had succeeded in creating something truly unique and groundbreaking, and his religion would go on to change the world forever. As Zack's religion and cryptocurrency gained popularity, more and more people became obsessed with accumulating as much of the currency as possible. They believed that the more of the currency they had, the closer they were to tapping into the infinite potential of the universe. But as the demand for the currency skyrocketed, so did its value. People were willing to do anything to acquire more of it, even if it meant sacrificing their morals, their relationships, and their very sanity. They stopped working, stopped spending time with their families, and stopped doing anything that wasn't related to acquiring more of the currency. Zack soon realized that his invention had become a monster, a force that was driving people to madness and destroying their lives. He tried to stop it, but it was too late. The currency had taken on a life of its own, and people were willing to do anything to get their hands on it. As the world fell into chaos and destruction, Zack was filled with regret. He had never intended for his invention to be used in such a destructive way, but he knew that it was his responsibility to try and fix the problem. He spent the rest of his days working tirelessly to create a new, more stable form of currency that would not drive people to madness. Though he was never able to completely undo the damage his first currency had caused, he was able to create something that helped to restore balance to the world. But the memory of his first invention and its disastrous consequences haunted Zack for the rest of his days, a constant reminder of the dangers of playing God with the economy. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribe to be notified of freshly baked, frightfully generic stories.